Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is finally time. It's the Super Bowl from Santa Clara. We've got the Niners hosting the Chiefs, even though technically the Chiefs are going to be the home team. Um, but that part doesn't matter quite as much. I've got Kingle in the booth with me. How's it going, man?
We are motherfucking out here, my guy.
So, Niners trying to slay the white whale, trying to take down the Chiefs. They failed it, what, three times now?
Yeah, man.
Shanahan has now failed to win a Super Bowl four times now. Niners trying to get it for the first time since the Steve Young era. Chiefs trying to go undefeated for the first time since the 72 Dolphins. Who do you have?
I'm gonna be so perfectly honest with you here. Although between two very big teams in the Super Bowl era, especially within the last 30 years, is gonna come down to user play here. And this matchup between HBK and Los is as storied as they come. And I am going to lean always with the Mutt God himself as we have a desync. Yeah, as long as his internet holds up, I am choosing Muttlos himself to go ahead and take this dub to bring the Super Bowl back to San Francisco.
You don't think it'll be Mutt BK?
It's a battle between two mutt gods themselves. I'm gonna lean in the direction of Old Faithful here, and I 100% believe it's gonna be Mutlos that takes it
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, I ain't buying it.
out.
I think that there are too many weapons on that Kansas City Chiefs offense. And that San Francisco 49ers team is just too banged up. I mean, Carson Wentz is going to have to go up against the KC defense. On top of that, you've got to play without Christian McCaffrey. You've got to play without Nick Bosa.
Yeah, without Nick Bosa, I believe
Without
that
Nick Bosa, hey, hey, yay, 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 yay.
it is a tall task. I won't say it's not. However, I am a certified until the day I perish, HBK hater. If HBK has no haters, I've died. If there's one hater, it's me. If it's everybody against HBK, I'm in paradise.
You're just saying that because he's the Chiefs.
And no, I'm saying that because he is a certified Mahomes meat writer. And that's not even me saying that. That is self proclaimed. He himself carries that with a badge of honor, is how he thinks. He is a certified Mahomes meat writer. It is absolutely insane.
I mean, you're not wrong. But at the same time, you're also just mad because you're a Raiders fan.
Yeah, that could be valid. If these
Like,
bozos actually were the dominant team that people love to say that they are.
like you haven't seen good football from your team since Rich Bisaccia.
I haven't, sorry, I haven't seen good football since 2016 when Derek Carr should have been MVP in this year, our Lord.
If you say so.
Shout out Derek Carr.
As the kickoff is away in Santa Clara, and Niners gonna get the ball to start this game off. So we're gonna see Carson Wentz, a healthy dose of Carson Wentz,
Oh
and
man,
whoever Mr. Curtis was.
and I know that that previous game we just came from with the Green Bay Packers was kind of a slugfest. But HBK falling into all of the same holes here. As we see a whole lot moving on that defensive line.
And
Wow, Christian McCaffrey.
CMC's healthy. Dislocated shoulder. He got healthy enough over the week. Said he was good to go.
What the Niners did is they took the 2 weeks and they went ahead and healed him up. They called up LeBron. They called up, God, who else was just injured recently? They called up Freddie Freeman's doctors, and they just said, hey, man, whatever drugs you gave to him, lob it on over.
Give it to me, you know? Speaking of lobbing it all over, Chris Jones just lobbing it all over Carson Wentz. Absolutely nowhere to go with that football, and that's going to... I don't know what the right guard was blocking there. He was trying to double team on the right side, but he forgot that... Why are you double teaming the edge rusher and leaving Chris Jones open? Okay.
At this point in time, Chris Jones, the forever Madden cheat code until he finally graces us with his retirement, is one-on-one, and he's in the backfield, but just off in time to Pearsall. That was a terrible spin move.
Yeah.
Horrendous. He had the outside. He could have just kept running, and he would have outran him.
He's lucky that him spinning and having the ball backwards didn't force him to be short.
Not only be short, but a potential fumble.
That too.
Just enough of a hit, and that's flying in a different direction.
We got 1st and 10 from the 40. Wentz in the gun. McCaffrey split back to the left. And Wentz is going to drop back to throw. He scrambles out right. Got some running lanes, and he's going to get about 7.
And that was a little bit of a late hit, but, we know that the referees love the Kansas City Chiefs, so we're not going to be seeing any type of penalties against them here on this side of the ball at the very least.
Yeah, that's not Alshire over there laying the boomstick down. That was some other bum.
The funny thing is, I think HBK has Alshire on the left hand.
As run up the middle for McCaffrey gets a couple, and that's going to make it 3rd and inches.
If it comes down to clock management, I think because both of their offenses are going to score points. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. These two users not very big, very big on the defensive end of the ball. They're just going to score points. It just comes down to whoever can link together 2 stops, whether it's with like a half ending and one scored and gets the ball back, or miraculously 2 back-to-backs. But truthfully, honestly, with the way that Los runs the ball and the way that HBK's run defense is absolutely anemic, that is why I'm giving the edge to Los. This man HBK
but Chris Jones is still Chris Jones.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He is a Chris Jones merchant. If Chris Jones is getting double teamed all game long, if Chris Jones gets hurt, HBK is cooked. It doesn't matter who else is on that defensive line. Without Chris Jones, he's nobody. And he knows it.
I mean, it's like saying the Raiders are nothing without Crosby. Like, duh.
Hey, they are quite literally nobody without Max Crosby. As George Kittle himself jukes out somebody.
Yeah, Kittle gets into the red zone just outside of the 10-yard line, so they can get a 1st down at about the 2-yard line here. And we're going to see a bunch right. All those wide receiver abilities. Pearsall on the curl route, comes back to it, and gets inside the 5 to 4-yard line.
Yeah, Los really likes to throw the underneath routes on that gun bunch, whether it's that Z spot that we just saw or the other combination of Z spot where you get the 2 out routes on both ends of the
Really, we didn't see that much a few minutes ago.
That was last year.
Hey, if the deep ball's there, the deep ball's there, you know?
Hey, sometimes you just gotta call an audible and fucking chuck it to the man that's obviously butt naked in the middle.
Uh, as run up the middle with McCaffrey gets maybe a yard, more like a half yard. So that's going to bring up third down. And this box is honestly pretty soft. I'd probably just give it back to McCaffrey.
I would as well, especially with Chris Jones on that right side.
And it was scary for a minute, but it's going to be a first down.
I think that's just with the RPO handoff, just waiting for it to hand off kind of made him shake the stick just a little bit too much. If he just kind of went upwards, he probably would have been able to get the touchdown. But I am not one to judge Mutlos. He knows running lanes a whole lot better than most anybody that I've seen on the sticks. The one praise that I will hand out to him.
We're going to see goal line on goal line, heavy on heavy. And up the middle for a whole lot of nothing. Ran right into the teeth of the defense, and the defense said, not this time.
And that defense, you watch the replay there, Chris Jones just completely ran over an offensive guard, just threw him straight to the ground.
Yeah, not a whole lot of people that can block that man one-on-one.
I'm probably going to say Chris Jones about 1,000 times because he's probably going to make about 1,000 different plays, whether he's tackling somebody or not.
And Harriman, like that should have been picked.
That should have been going in the opposite direction for sure. I thought he had George Kittle on the other bit of the curl there, but once again, HBK goal line defense is just holding up right now.
Yeah, third and goal from the 3. All the time in the world does Wentz, and he's going to try to run it. Not very successfully, and is he hurt? Or is that somebody else that's hurt?
No, that was an
offensive lineman.
Okay. Yeah, if it was Carson Wentz, I don't know what we're doing. And speaking of don't know what we're doing, I understand HBK's goal line defense has been stout. I still try to go for it here. 2 yards. It's the Super Bowl. You're trying to get touchdowns.
It's a Super Bowl. Let's get points on the board to start the drive. As that drive eats up 8 minutes of clock. You don't want to eat up 8 minutes of clock and get 0 points. Let's be honest.
That is a fair assessment. That is absolutely fair.
Also, since we're talking about it with Carson Wentz being the backup quarterback, if Wentz goes down, Mario is going to have to come in and win a Super Bowl.
I'm just going to go out there and say I probably would have started Mariota over Carson Wentz, but that's just me.
That's why you are sitting on the couch.
You know what? I'll sit down.
You know, you leave yourself open to the shot.
And I'll take it 10 times out of 10. It doesn't even matter. We out here.
A gain of 4 on the first down run by Isaiah Pacheco. Injury run can only get 4. It's going to be a run play again. And it's going to be 4 yards again.
Hey, Pacheco is just eating it right now, man. Being able to take those small little chunks bit by bit is just absolutely lethal for HBK's offense here. I will also take the opportunity here as we are live to say hello to my favorite, Matt himself. Oh, as we get an incompletion, Fred Warner, go ahead and blow that up.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the worthy call, but you got to throw it after he gets away from Fred Warner. think that's the last guy you want right in your face as you're trying to catch a first down ball.
Absolutely tough going right now for HBK.
So after the punt, first down from their own 18. Pretty good job of flipping the field there. Get him inside the 20.
As long as he can hold them.
Play action. Wentz got McCaffrey. McCaffrey makes one guy miss, makes two guys miss, and he's going to get the first across the 30.
That is tough. That is tough. Nobody hates seeing CMC do this thing more than myself.
And first down's going to be the run play, and it's going to be stuff for absolutely nothing. Maybe got a yard.
Hey, guess who? None other than Chris Jones himself. He was the secondary tackle on that. I believe the linebacker was the one that came up and made the initial play. But
it was the edge rusher that came in and got the initial hit.
Big defensive line plays here.
That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, 3-0, as the Niners have just drained that clock to start this game out.
Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. We are flying through this game. I did not realize that we were already in the second quarter. That is
and insane. I told you, we went 8 minutes on that first drive.
Man, clock usage, I am saying.
Long sustained drives? I don't remember this happening.
I do not know what type of
be underneath to McCaffrey for 4 after a lot of movement by honestly both teams.
Yes. I will say though, if we rewind that for a second, shades of the Green Bay Packers as now, if those gets that look one more time, he had a streaking. If that was not Pearsall, whoever else his wide receiver base, maybe Brendan Ayuk, butt naked, just sprinting down the left side.
And he's got the curl route, butt naked. That is going to be Ayuk, and he's going to be across the 50 to the 48-yard line for the 49ers first down.
Right out of Arizona State University.
God, can't wait for him to drop and hear you drop one and hear you say it like that.
I'll say it with sadness.
CMC, great running lane, makes the man miss, and he's going to take it to the house. There is nobody even within the same zip code as him after he made that move.
Man, that right there is Los's bread and butter, and that is by far and away HBK's biggest kryptonite. He cannot stop the run whatsoever. Those big chunk yardage plays are just going to keep on happening if he doesn't hold it.
When do you think the Kansas City Chiefs start stacking that box like the Green Bay Packers did,
After watching firsthand, watching the film, watching the tape, I think HBK is terrified of the deep balls himself. But Los is gonna carve him up and leave him with little to no time on the clock to answer back. So now he has to figure it out and figure it out quickly. But these continued sets, I'm not sure are quite fast enough for what I feel he needs.
Speaking of running lanes, Isaiah Pacheco just got 12 pretty much for free.
Yeah, nobody touched him until the tacklers finally got to him right there at the damn near the first down, or the actual first down. I thought they were going to go short, to be fair.
Anytime that you can bust a run play into the secondary without even being sniffed by the defense, you've done your job well.
Real well, at that.
First down, Rashee Rice. I mean, about as wide open can get. And 2 plays, 2 first downs. Out across the 50 to the 43-yard line. Go the Chiefs.
Hey, the Chiefs are moving down the field at a pretty well rate. So they do love to
And they're
score
gone.
yards. Oh Lord.
Ward might catch him. No, he's not. Touchdown. 3 plays.
Well, we got ourselves a good little ball game starting right here.
Run, pass, run. And the Chiefs are going to answer a touchdown with a touchdown.
It's looking like A3K is trying to join that run party that's going on right now for the 49ers. I expect Los to answer back quickly.
So now what are the Chiefs going to do to try to bolster that run defense?
It looked for a second there that they were going to stack the box. We still have a heavy left side here.
Running right at both Jones and the superstar edge rusher is definitely a play call. I don't think it's a good one, but it is, in fact, a play call.
Yeah, I truthfully and honestly believe for Los to continue his success, he definitely does have to find Chris Jones and flip it in the opposite direction, especially when he's on fire the way that he is.
Going for Kittle, overthrown. Should always stride for stride with him. Honestly, even if that's not overthrown, probably the best that you're hoping for is an incompletion. So now suddenly 3rd and 11.
We have a whole lot of movement right there on the D line. It looks like
and they're showing some heavy pressure here. Let's see if they bring it. Wentz gonna come up and make some changes at the line. And they will drop back into a 3-man rush. It's picked off! It's picked off by the end.
We lost you there for a second, but picked off by the QB spy there, actually. The right edge rusher.
Exactly what I said. I think Discord might have cut it out, but fairly certain the stream still heard it.
Hey, that is absolutely grotesque, let me tell you, throwing a pick to the QB spy.
I've seen it happen way too many times, in all honesty. I don't know why the spy is just allowed to have hands. Like, it's basically like having an underneath zone.
And not only that, they play so high.
They do.
Like, it's basically just another mid-zone read.
Speaking of high, Pacheco just forcing his way through all of the hit sticks. Los still hasn't learned that hit sticking isn't always the best way to go.
Especially not against this Chiefs team. They're going to run right by you, or they're going to run right through you.
I say that. Check off for a play, and we're going to go wide to Rice, and Rice is going to lose 2.
Rashid Rice just couldn't get into stride. I don't like jet sweeps. Just jet sweep handoffs at the very least. Those quick time passes are probably a little bit better in terms of
those little pop passes.
Yes.
Keep an eye on Guyton here underneath. Exactly where he's going. Wide open. Everyone was way too careful of the over the top stuff that Guyton is just kind of able to find the soft spot in the zone, get a free first down. It's going to be 1st and goal, as it looks like Pacheco was on the sideline with some muscle cramps, but he got some pickle juice in him, maybe a banana, and he's going to go back out there. Got a nice massage, and he's got some nice blocking as well, as the safety is just going to, by the skin of his teeth, stop a touchdown. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3. 3-yard line was the detriment of the San Francisco 49ers. Let's see if the Chiefs are able to punch it in. And, I thought he got it, but couldn't quite muscle his way through.
that looked to be a soft box, and HBK tried to take advantage of it, but Pacheco just did not have the legroom for that.
Pacheco was just all over it. The 3rd and goal from the 1. Mahomes under center. They're in heavy. And Mahomes is going to get stuffed for a negative play.
Oh, and we're going all aggressive right here. I
Offense
love that.
Offense going to stay on the field. They're not going to elect to tie this ball game up. I don't mind it, but in all honesty, what the fuck? Switch this to a run. Switch it to a run yesterday.
This is the softest. This is the softest box ever.
They're going to throw it at Wiley. Wiley short. He didn't let him get into the end zone.
Oh my God. That is arguably as bad, if not worse, because it didn't end in a pick, but arguably as bad as the Seattle Seahawks not handed it off to prime Marshawn.
Honestly, that's why I kicked the field goal. You've gotten nothing on the... Oh, no. Why did he cut back into him?
I don't know why he cut back in. That had all of the looks of a 99-yard touchdown run. Los, I don't know what he was doing there. Maybe trying to kill more time.
But honestly, that right there is exactly why I just kicked the field goal. I take my 3. I tie the ball game up. Don't let anything... don't let the pendulum swing back the other way. Uzama got the pick for you. He got the stop that you needed. Just take the tie and let your defense keep going hot. Now you've just gotten them ice cold. And they did all that work for them to get absolutely nothing out of it. Let's see, 2nd down. Throw underneath. It's going to be Pearsall, who's going to be just shy of a 1st down. I thought he got it.
Hey, Carson Wentz looking real good with that number 12 on his back in San Francisco.
Yeah. Looking real good when he's not throwing to D linemen. Had to say it. And the run, stuffed. Loss of 2, and they're going to force a punt.
Big stuff there by HBK. Saw the run all the way through. Took the user middle linebacker and just slugged up the gigantic hole that opened up for the Niners. It was great. Just great user work there. Absolutely great work user work. Oof. A boot level 2.
And yeah, really good punt here. Fairly good return. I don't know why Worthy started running backwards.
He essentially lost all the yardage that he got running forward.
Yeah, he got... Well, I think he got from the 18 to like the 28, and then he ran backwards for about 2 or 3 yards. 1st down, Mahomes drops back, and he's going to just dump this off to Pacheco. Maybe about 2, and there's an injury. That's Joe Thuney.
Oof, that is not the type of energy you want to see for HBK. That is a tough blow.
That's going to force them to use a timeout early, and it's going to take away probably your best offensive lineman. If not your best, your 2nd best. I don't know if Humphreys is considered better or not. Has got time for looking for Rice. Complete.
If that was a defensive back instead of...
Yeah, if that was anyone other than Fred Warner on Rashee Rice, I think that's probably at least knocked away, if not picked. Hey, take your matchups where you can get them.
I would like to see a lot more of man out of this Niners defense. I feel like man is probably their best suit.
You sure about that?
I say as Xavier Worthy just making me eat my words and was taking a slam. But
Joe Thuney's out for the game.
Oof. Yeah, that is not good looks there. If Los takes advantage of the backup there on that left side, should be a whole lot easier to get rushing. HBK is going to definitely need to get the ball out quick.
The weak box, I'd say you just hand this off. And they will. And Pacheco had to make a guy miss, but he couldn't. Still 7 yards. Makes it second down. Probably going to just let this clock run a little bit from the 5-yard line. Try to wind it as much as you can.
Hey, he did go for it on 4th and 2, so we'll see how quickly we'll try and get the score. HBK is looking to be aggressive here in the Super Bowl.
Out in the I formation. You see a play action call. He's actually got Rice, but he's not going to go there. He's going to go to Carson Steele, and he's going to lose a yard.
Yeah,
Whereas the San Francisco call a timeout. I don't know if that was thrown there because he didn't want to get the touchdown then, or what. Like, take your touchdown.
Yeah, at that point, I truly don't know what he was thinking there at that moment, at least.
So we're gonna get a time sync as soon as we get onto the field. 26, 25, 24, 23 as Mahomes in the gun. Pacheco split off right. Bunch formation to the left. Back to pass. Nobody open. Tried to find Guyton's open, but can't find Guyton. So you force one.
The offense is staying on the field.
You force one timeout, and if you don't score this again, you have forced one timeout. You have taken it down to maybe 36, 35 seconds. And you have squandered not one, but 2 drives inside the 5-yard line. This could be a 13-10 game if this
he
is
had
not
the
good.
offside.
Why didn't he snap it?
Oh, and he drops it. Xavier Worthy just couldn't hold
hang on. To be fair, that's Fred Warner, but still.
Just 2 terrible play calls for HBK. I mean, I'm all for aggressive play, and I'm fully backing him on these type of play calls. But he has to choose better plays, better route trees for his wide receivers, because you can't just keep throwing it in Fred Warner's direction. He's gonna knock the ball loose.
Yeah. But again, counterpoint to that, we could be looking at a 13-10 Chiefs lead, and keep in mind Chiefs get the ball out of half.
That is true.
I think you just at least tie the ball game up right there. Try to stuff San Francisco. Like, I know they're just letting it run to half, but I feel like you tie the ball game up there, swing the pendulum in the other way. It's 2 drives inside the 5. Not 1, 2 drives inside the 5-yard line. 0 points.
That is tough going for the Chiefs right now, man.
If the Niners win this game by 1 possession, we can go back to that decision, both of those decisions, and say that lost them the game.
That is a good point, because that, truthfully, honestly, is probably the game right there.
Like, look, I'm all for aggressive play. I'm aggressive, fairly aggressive myself, but sometimes you just gotta take your lumps. Well, when Xavier Worthy is wide open deep downfield, doesn't matter. Oh no, they're down at the 1-yard line. They're not gonna score.
Oh man, Patrick Mahomes doing Patrick Mahomes thing. As much as I'm a Patrick Mahomes hater, that arm talent, that just absolute dominant play by him is just a wonder to see. Oh, but the defense is standing up in San Francisco. They are not letting HBK get anything easy here. This is what, the 4th red zone trip, and he's currently 1 for 3.
No. Also, see, he tried to ID the mic, and it did absolutely nothing. He's gonna do it again, and it's gonna do absolutely nothing.
This is also a soft box. I kind of hate this. Oh,
yeah.
I say that. Isaiah Pacheco almost single-handedly by himself dragged that defender into the end zone.
Again, every time that it works, it's just a placebo effect. You just had a good animation. So after 2 plays go for 0 yards, here we are on 3rd and goal.
Oh, oh my God. Does he... the offense is staying off the field again.
If we don't get this, it's 9 points. If you don't get this, 9 points the other way.
He is so stubborn. It is insane to me. This is a
It
soft
could
box.
be a 16-10 game.
This is an incredibly soft box. Oh! No! Stand up, Malik Collins. I'm never speaking on you again.
9 points.
Oh my God.
9
He
points.
took a triple team. He took a triple team.
Also, again, he ID'd the mic. Guess what it did? Fuck all.
Nothing. He ID'd Malik Collins. He ID'd that defensive tackle, and that defensive tackle ran through it.
Again, it is a massive fucking placebo effect that everyone sees. It's a safety. They're going to at least get 2. Okay. So make it 7 points the other way instead of 9.
You know, I understand Lowe's trying to mix it up. I think he should have just done a regular handoff straight up the gut to at least give him some breathing room.
And Washington, I was about to say, I was looking at that saying that he had a lane and he kept going left.
Well, HBK getting bailed out. Bail BK, if you would. The B, if you guys do not know, stands for bail.
K stands for, oh my God.
Oh, not again. Oh, that's disgusting.
Yep, and he's going to get it this time. And we both know he's going to go for 2, which honestly, not a bad move. We'll try and make it a 7-point game. Say it again. Say it again. Could be a 14-point game.
Honestly, he'd be running away with the game right now.
He would be. He would be.
Oh my, his goal line offense is horrendous. It is horrendous.
Well, I mean, your number 1 is covered by a superstar. Your number 2 is covered by an X factor. You got to throw it to the slot or you got to throw it to the tight end away from Warner. One of the 2.
Oh, man. HBK on the goal line is being boxed. He needs the yards to get these scores.
In the words of Tua Tagovailoa, need more room to throw the ball, coach.
Oh, that is nasty. And just an overrun there by the linebacker.
Yep. For those who don't understand that reference, in the locker room after the 2nd and 26 in the national championship when Tua beat the Georgia Bulldogs, Saban asked him why he took that sack on 1st down. And Tua, not knowing that this was not a good time to mess around with Saban, said, "Coach, we just need more room to throw the ball."
Speaking of more room, yeah. University of Arizona wide receiver Cowing with the touchdown out of the corner.
Yeah. Punch, counter punch. And we're going to see if San Francisco's goal line offense has decided to show up after getting stuffed the first time around. And they will. Hey,
Tony Romo. Did I call the spacing? Did I call it?
The guy that just torched us for the touchdown, you shouldn't leave him wide open. But what do I know? What do I know?
You know, he has to go up to his offensive coordinator and tell him to shut the fuck up. We're gonna kick the fucking field goal next time.
It should be 17-23. because they wouldn't have gone for two. KC wouldn't have
Yeah.
gone for two. And you're sitting on 23-17. You're up
Oh man.
6. Like, just
I know who's calling his plays.
just in big moments, take your points unless you absolutely have to.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Xavier Worthy was running free on that one.
Xavier Worthy was pretty open. I honestly would have liked to see either probably Wiley, in all honesty, the tight end, coming on that Seattle route. It looked like he was starting to come open for at least a first down. This play stays the same. Keep an eye on Worthy. Touchdown. Oh, okay. Never mind. He's not going to let Worthy just run past him because he was going to. I understand taking the first down that's right in front of you, but Worthy was getting open.
Yeah, that right there is just not letting the play develop, which is crazy because that's how he has scored these points.
Yep. So 1st and 10 from the other side of the 50. And it's going to be a zig route to Guyton, which gets about 4. Not a bad play call there.
Truthfully, I don't hate it. So I love it. It doesn't matter what I love. I'm over here sitting on the couch play calling this.
After the gain of 4 on first down, 2nd and 6. Okay, Pacheco just channeled his inner Casper and found his way through there somehow.
That is just unfortunate for the 49ers, man. Just your linebacker losing the man that he was quite literally right next to.
Yep.
And then having the ball was right by the head is quite unfortunate. I think Fred Warner just trucked the living hell out of nothing but air.
Good 4-yard run there by Johnson on first down. Brings up 2nd and 6. Pretty good blocking on the front side of that. Four minutes and change to go here in the 3rd quarter, and we're going to see a timeout called by, I believe it was by the Niners. Not sure what they saw, but they are going to... I mean, second half timeouts are very valuable. I'd almost rather give up those points. It's going to be a play action call. I don't like that. The flat guy is wide open. He completely missed it that the flat had the 0 blitz. They brought one too many. They didn't leave enough to cover everyone. And Carson Steele had nobody on him.
See, the H3K is just boxing the red zone. His red zone offense is honestly looking like the Raiders' red zone offense under John Gruden. Just no imagination. Completely.
I mean, name your head coach for the recent Raiders. Like, I think it'd fall under all of them.
Hey, we don't speak ill of Antonio Pierce. It's not his fault.
Antonio Pierce deserved to be fired. Wiley, touchdown. Right into his hands.
That's just too easy, man. Los was doing a great job of keeping that offense at bay and just making them look like an absolute fool.
Hey, good play design.
Great play design for once.
Yep.
Should be a 2-score game, 3-score game.
It's a 4-point game right now, and they left 7 on the board.
So should be a
it should be an 11-point game right now if they kick their field goals.
If you're tuned into this stream and hoping we be singing the praises of both of these teams, you are wrong. They are boneheads, and we will treat them as such.
Wentz, give to McCaffrey. McCaffrey, pretty good blocking there as he's going to get enough yardage for the first down. And a big man, I think he's holding his wrist. I don't know where. Was that the left guard again? The same guy that got hurt last week?
I'm pretty sure that dude, his injury rating has to be like 2.
Yeah.
You know, Christian McCaffrey about a year or 2 ago gets that edge.
Well, I mean, if Juszczyk just makes the first block instead of the second block, then I think he gets the edge anyway. Just a full-blown whiff. I don't see that out of use. Second and 10 from the gun. Wentz is going to drop back to pass. Throws it underneath to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey is going to get stuffed. Yep, that was, in fact, the same left guard that got hurt against the Packers.
His injury rating has to be at least like a 75.
I remember there was someone last year that one of my buddies drafted. It was like a top 5 talent wide receiver that had literally 2 injury rating. Mans was made of glass, got hurt every single play.
Oof.
And McDuffie just gets swallowed whole by both the robber and the spy. In all honesty, I don't think you need to spy Wentz. I think contain is enough. Like, unless you just want the extra coverage underneath. And loss of 3. Campbell just swallows that fresh left guard whole.
This right here, Los is, moving the ball down the field really well. It's really going to come down to a game of EAs, if you would.
Yep. As Pearsall makes the catch and gets about 6 before he gets absolutely lit up. Gonna make it 3rd and 7. As we're gonna get gonna do a quick time check for Kingle just so we can get ourselves synced.
Sorry about that. I went ahead and I hit the live. I'm at 38, 37.
Here we go. Well, here. We're at 38, 37, 36, 35 as Wentz is in the gun, 5 wide, dropping back, hammered by Campbell. I think they forced the left guard in, and the left guard is currently getting eaten alive. As now Jake Moody going to have to come out here and try to hit a long kick. It's on target, and it's enough. Kick is good. That's going to make it a 1-point game.
Anytime I see Jake Moody come in, it's terrifying. It's a terrifying experience.
This would be an 8-point game if you had just taken your field goals.
Oh, man. HBK is so funny. He's just, his decision-making in these tight
Don't
games.
talk about his decision-making. You were telling him to do it, too.
I said it on the first one.
You said it on all 3.
On the second one, I was like, okay, like, you got stuff in the first one. Good try. After getting stuffed twice, I was like, yeah, brother, you better fucking put that goddamn kicker out there.
Yeah.
And if I'm Carlos, though, if I'm Los, I'm putting 2 men on Xavier Worthy, 1 for the on top and then 1 on the underneath. Man, he is burning that entire defensive line, or that entire defensive backfield.
Mahomes looking deep. It's picked off by Mustafa. Just a horrendous throw. I don't know what he read there.
I saw what he read there. He thought the tight end was gonna keep running free and he was gonna get a better ball out of Mahomes, but for all the praises we sing of Mahomes, he threw a duck there. Mustafa just ran underneath and caught up to it. That's just a great play by Mustafa.
I've said this once, and I'll say it again. If you use revamped passing, that's probably a touchdown. You actually get the extra air under the ball. But everyone wants to be able to rifle in the balls that they got used to and then complain about the fucking passing arcs. That they fix it. They gave you an option to fix it.
I've used revamped passing in our NCAA league quite some time now, and I do feel like it does play just a tad bit better. Not 100% entirely. At least in Madden. In the world of NCAA RZSL, oh, it is night and day difference. Holy shit, let me tell you.
I mean, the one season that I've played of Madden this year, I didn't even touch the old passing. I just did revamped. I watched all my buddies play it with the old passing. I'm the only one throwing these fucking like dots. See, that's what you get with the old passing. Random balls that are just thrown into nowhere. I don't know what that Wentz ball was. It wasn't good.
At least it wasn't into a defender's glove.
True. And blitz coming, and that's gonna be forced incomplete. Honestly, kind of lucky that was incomplete. You could argue that would have been a fumble.
Let him cook.
You know, he didn't tuck. He didn't tuck it, so it was a pass.
God, I fucking hate the history of the NFL sometimes, man.
I mean, it could be worse. It could have been a forward fumble that you purposely kick 40 yards down the field. Shout out to Kenny Stabler, the Bama man.
Bama himself. I think arguably one of Bama's only good quarterbacks.
Joe Namath.
Hey, man. Oh my God. What am I watching? What game am I watching?
Scooped and thrown up and almost thrown right into the hands of Pearsall. And Moody's going to come on, kick the field goal right through, and now you're down 2. You'd really love to have those 7 extra points right now, wouldn't you?
You would love to have those.
It'd be 24-29. I promise you, I'm not going to stop talking about that. 3 possessions.
Right now, you're being proven right. At this point, HBK should still be up.
3 possessions inside the 5. You got 2 points out of it thanks to your defense. Maybe a stretch run left. Blocked very, very well. Pacheco not able to make the guy miss. Safety broke that one down pretty well.
Yeah, Pacheco's putting in some good work, man. HBK is getting really good running lanes opened up by his offensive line and his wide receivers on those stretches. Also,
HBK's coach just casually pulling a Mike Tomlin while he was running down the field and being on the field. I don't know if you saw it. He wasn't fully on the field. It was just a toe, but still.
That's still hilarious. Oh my God, what is... No way.
The underthrow cheese, man. The underthrow cheese is real.
There is no way that I just saw that happen. The safety undercut it, but Los did not think that it was going to be that wide receiver or that.
The safety would have had it had Los not moved him out of position.
Yeah, he would have had it all the way through. That's just that's so unfortunate. Oh, and that was a great block by that slot wide receiver.
It was a great block, but I don't think that's the read. It's 3-on-2. Really 3-on-1 because one of them has to be the runner. If they read it all the way, you're just gonna have to take the run there. Is that John Ross on the right side? Great.
I think so.
I don't think so. He's too short.
No, that was Rasheed Rice.
That was Ross, number 8.
I thought it said Rice.
No. Rice was
What
on
number
the
is Rasheed
sideline.
Rice?
Rasheed Rice is number 4.
Ah, apologies. What a cheese bag. Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
3rd and 8 from the 14-yard line.
I forgot that it shows you the users now.
Oh, great curl route right to Xavier Worthy, and that's going to be a first down. Ball on the 2, so we can basically say it's 4-down territory, and the Chiefs are going to get no points, right?
I think this is another softbox, by the way. I don't like it. I say that it was.
Yeah, the safety came in to help out, and we got another injury on the offensive line for the Chiefs. Exactly what you needed. Another offensive lineman going down hurt.
Yeah, this is not great for the Chiefs right now, especially in the goal line, needing those big beefy dudes down in the middle there. Fred Warner should have a field day here. Oh, and just terrible angles. Terrible angles by Mills.
Yeah. I don't know why he was cutting back to the right for some reason.
Yeah, because, I mean, you had the support. You had to beat him to the outside there. But nonetheless,
See,
HBK takes a 5-point lead now.
See, and HBK ID'd the mic. Like we said, you don't need to. And that's the one time that it works. Whereas he's going to forget about the 20 other times that it didn't do anything and it got blown up. But he's going to see that one and like, see this one time. Like, no, blocking was just good.
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
As a 4-yard run from CMC, and is that Tranquil that's down hurt, number 23, or is that McDuffie? I don't think 23 is McDuffie. I think 23 is Tranquil.
I believe that is indeed Tranquil.
Yep. So Drew Tranquil has to come off the field for at least a few plays. Not sure exactly what happened to him, but hopefully we'll get some answers from the sideline reporter. Is Kittle on the out route? He's open. Would have been Tranquil in coverage as muscle cramps. You know, you got to be careful of those February muscle cramps.
Ice cold, or not even ice cold.
I mean, it's
Wet
Santa
and
Clara,
cold.
but
Santa
still,
Clara.
it's pretty close. It's pretty cold. As King just blows that run up. Maybe got a yard.
Usually you get that animation, and that 100% is a face mask call, but you know, works in their favor at least in that instance.
Second and 9.
HBK, man, just thinking he's too smart. Trying to take the out route, leaves the corner route by McCaffrey just wide open. And here we are, once again, back and forth. I don't know how many lead changes that is now. I want to say at least 4, maybe 5.
Now the Niners going to go for 2 to try and make this a 3-point game. All the time in the world, and he's going to get it because of that.
Oh, man. That
Jeez.
is just great offensive line play. Hey, you
Yeah.
know what? Madden, thank you. Thank you for finally having some blocks hold up there. I know Carson Wentz is happy about it.
That thing is, if he just calls contain because he dropped back 20 yards, he's sacked. He dropped back 20 yards and moved to the left. You've been playing contain all game long, even though it's Carson Wentz, and that's the one time that you don't? Come on, man. I actually really like this play call. Yeah, Rasheed. He's not quite fast enough, and it's
He is
picked.
not there. Green, they read it all the way through.
Well, if it's Xavier Worthy, I think that works. But
Oh, that
Rasheed,
wasn't. Oh, you were right. That is Rasheed Rice. You are correct. I think HBK probably thought it was Worthy just by the way that he was running through, but just made the wrong read.
I mean, in all honesty, he was the guy that was coming open, but corner is able to close the
Beat him to
gap
it.
and beat him to it. Yeah.
Now this is the favorite part of Los's game. Just eat clock. Run ball, run it down your throat. Doesn't matter who's there, who's around you, who's in front of you.
It could be 36-30 right now if you kick your field goals. Because Los doesn't go for 2 twice and get it twice to turn 6 points into 4 points, so it could be 36-30 right now.
Brandon Ayuk out of Arizona State, probably.
Yeah. It's what them Pac-12 boys are made out of, in all honesty.
Hey, it's kind of crazy that Pac-12 boys have 2 of the top seeds in the college football playoffs right now. Huh? Isn't the number 1 team in the country from the now dead Pac-12?
So who do you think is number 2? Because it's Georgia.
Hey, I'm just saying. I always said SEC 1, Pac-12 2. I stand by that statement, and I will defend it to my dying breath.
Uh-huh.
Brandon Ayuk out of Arizona State.
If only he kept his feet in bounds, he could have gone for 6.
Hey, they don't breed them to, I think, in Arizona State, right?
Oh, we know.
We just feel it. Man, just dominant play now by that offensive line from the Niners.
God, this game was moving along, and now it's hit a slug with how much offense there's been. Can we hurry this back along, please? It's open. Touchdown.
APK falling apart, man. Carson Wentz is just godding their ass.
Now it's a 10-point game. Boy, would you love for this to be a 3-point game right now. Well, really, it would have been a 1-point game.
I was gonna say, since he left 11 points on the board, technically, he would.
Yeah. No, he left 9, then got a safety, but then Los has now got those 2 points back. So he's left 9 on the board. Keep an eye on Xavier Worthy here. If Mustafa doesn't go out to the right, he's open. He's open. Touchdown.
Oh!
Gotta bring it in, young blood.
Xavier Worthy really has some. That is a ball that with soft coverage at that.
And throwing it literally over the head of the user. That's going to be a first down to just shy of midfield.
We are getting
And we got Worthy again. It's picked. No, it's not. Okay. It's going to be just swatted down. Thought the safety was going to come in and kill it.
Yeah, that should have been a pick right there from the strong safety. I don't know why he's batting that ball down. Go for glory, sir. Probably has everybody set to swat right now.
I thought they took that out. We're looking at Guyton.
What is going on? HBK is not just taking shots at the end zone. He does not trust his red zone deep offense. He does not trust his guys at the goal line, and it is shown.
Third and 10, Rashee Rice. It's about 5. I mean, you got to go for it. Yeah, I mean, you could maybe pick a long field goal, but
I still think you go for it. You can if you
if
go
you
for it.
If you trust your kicker, you can just kick it deep and kick it, then kick it deep.
That's fair.
Yeah, running back's open. Pacheco, first down.
Oh, someone find that man's ankles.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Patrick Mahomes so much. Thank you. Grab that man and throw him harder into the ground. Love to see some defensive players get some heart in them.
2-minute warning. You got all 3 timeouts. You need to somehow score pretty quick and keep those timeouts. Because you're not getting an onside.
Not
Worthy's there.
He thought he was getting a switch.
Guyton could be there.
Unpopular opinion, if I'm those I hate the way his defense is set up.
Oh, Guyton was there. On it, please. Touchdown. Needed that. All right, 3-point game. If I'm the Chiefs, I literally send this thing to fucking Texas. Okay, they're going to go for the onside. In all honesty, if it's any other user, I'm worried about the onside because I'm worried about giving it to them in field goal range. You don't have to worry about that. But
you don't have to worry about what throws. You're absolutely correct.
Doesn't matter because you hit it, you touched it too early. Not a great kick. You got to make sure it actually gets to the distance. And the ball game.
We're getting timeouts out of HBK. It's looking like the Super Bowl is winding down after what was a fire-lasting first half. It has slowed down so much. I am currently not sure when it started anymore. I'm pretty sure it started at 10. We've been here for 2 hours.
The first game started at 10. I want to say this started around like 11:15. Run by Mason. I mean, there's a. In all honesty, I don't think there's a world where you get this football back.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Especially not like that. If I'm the Niners, I almost just consider take a knee, take all 40 seconds off, let it be a delay a game, and then just like run around for a minute and throw it away.
The worst thing that could happen right now is a pass.
We have run, McCaffrey, and you're gonna have 1 second on the clock. So snap it, throw it away. You're gonna field goal. I mean, okay. Don't don't get it blocked.
That was my next thought process. A block six would go crazy here. That would be the way to end this. I need to see a block six. Block six. Block six. Block six.
Just gonna let the time run out. Okay.
Oh,
You gotta just. I don't know if this runs a second off the clock. We may get 1 second for Kansas City.
a 1 second play for Patrick Mahomes to throw it 50 yards,
Nope,
100
nope.
yards. Oh,
That's gonna be ball
there
game.
it is. Oh, the championship returns to
And,
San Francisco.
and Kansas City is going to fall the way of the New England Patriots. Undefeated all the way just to lose the Super Bowl.
Losing to who everybody thought was a wounded and lesser team. Honestly, it couldn't have happened to a better person. HBK, I am still your biggest hater, and you got your just dues.
I thought you were gonna say your biggest fan.
No, biggest hater. I'm an
No, you
HBK
love to slob on his
hater.
knob.
Slob on my knob.
Again, what would have happened with those 9 points? What would have happened if
They
those
probably would.
9 points are the other way?
They probably would have been hoisting it for the Kansas City Chiefs, which, now that I think about it, would have been their third championship in 4 years.
Yeah, just about. So, God, that's gonna do it. Honestly, a great Super Bowl. I honestly couldn't have asked for a better game. Came down to the wire. Just,
And came
uh,
down to the last possession. It really did.
yeah. But that's gonna do it for us. Mainly because I have work, so I can't stay up any later. Thank you guys
And
so
that is
much for tuning
okay.
in. Yeah. You guys have a great rest of your night. We will see you back here next season.